Hey guys, it's Elle'n'Elou, but today it's just me, Michelle, because this video is about me getting my tonsils and adenoids removed. So I'm just going to be taking you along on the journey of pain, misery, and other stuff. So for the past 1 to 3 years, I haven't been able to sleep with my mouth closed. I have to sleep with my mouth open because my adenoids are so large. I'll show a picture of what adenoids are if you don't know. I need to Google this. Adenoid. So if you don't know what an adenoid is, the adenoids are a mass of soft tissue behind the nasal cavity like lymph nodes. Adenoids are part of the immune system and are made of the same type of tissue, lymph node tissue. White blood cells circulate through the adenoids and other lymph tissue, reacting to foreign invaders in the body. We all have adenoids at birth and in childhood, but as we head into abstinence, they start to shrink. By adulthood, most people's adenoids have disappeared. Well, instead of mine disappearing and shrinking, they've gotten bigger. So what happens is at night, I can't sleep with my mouth closed. I have to sleep with it open because I can't breathe through my nose at night. And the other thing is, if you can't tell, a lot of the time I sound really plugged. Like right now, I can definitely hear it myself. So tomorrow morning at 6:30, I have to wake up and go to the hospital to get them removed, and I'm a little nervous. And also the doctor said that there's a chance of my voice sounding different after I get done, so you'll have to tell me in the comments below if you notice any difference. So I guess next time you see me, I'll be on my way to the hospital. I'll see you in a little bit. So I just woke up and it's like 6:15 and we're on our way to the hospital, so got my really cool clothes on, got this low pain, and hey, thanks for Can you say hi, Benjamin? Say hi. Say hi. Hey, Marcel's going into surgery. Are you gonna miss me?
How'd that baby feel, Michelle?
Not too bad, just like a little poke. Say not too bad. It was okay.
Do you want us to do this after you're out of surgery to
Oh no,
see
Benjamin,
how?
Benjamin, don't pull on that, don't pull on that. No.
Yeah, I'll take you. I better take him here. I'm gonna say some.
You can't talk, right? No talk. I can, but it hurts. No talking today. You just go like this. You just text me, honey. Anytime you want to talk to Grandma, you just text me. I got my phone right here, okay?
So on a scale from 1 to 10, you just do the numbers with your hands. How bad did it hurt? Like how does 5? Okay. And how bad does it hurt to talk?
She hasn't talked yet. She don't want to talk.
No, I know. She's just gonna do numbers.
No talking today, so she's gonna text us. She's gonna text us.
Or you can get that app where it talks for you.
Is it yours? Hey, she's all ready to go, honey.
I thought I thought this would more be like wisdom teeth where like blood would be pouring out of your mouth. Do you want ice cream? Is that what you want? No?
I think just ice chips. You can't really. Can you suck on ice chips yet or not yet? Would you like some? I got some for you.
Right back from the hospital, is the first thing you eat is ice chips, I guess. What's that on your hand?
It's where my IV was.
Macaroni. And Michelle is feeling better to talk, aren't you? A little bit. And she feels as though she can take down a little macaroni because it's pretty soft. So yeah, this is still day 1. So she's getting through it. She took a really, really long nap, so I'm pretty sure that helped. And she said that she had lots of phlegm in her throat.
So I didn't run much at the hospital. It's kind of hard for me to talk.
I have a lot of phlegm in the back of my throat. But, so today's night 1, and I got this where my IV was. I managed to get down a lot of liquids at the hospital so I could go home pretty fast. But I feel like the anesthesia is wearing off. The numbness, so it's starting to hurt a lot worse. But it's definitely tolerable. I'll check in with you in the morning, so good night. So it is day 2, and this morning it was really hard, like really painful to swallow. I didn't eat any painkillers, but that wasn't really working, so now I'm getting me Tylenol, and that's what really helped. And she just really got me a milkshake, so hopefully I can eat some of this, because I haven't been able to eat anything in this last couple of days, so yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna probably take a nap soon, so yep, talk to you later. Hey guys, so sorry you didn't vlog yesterday. Yesterday was definitely my most painful day. I just got done watching Family Feud. That's like been the only thing I watch all day. I don't know why. I haven't really been able to eat anything at all. So my mom got me these Ensure drinks that have like a bunch of vitamins in them and stuff. I'll put a picture here, but yeah, so I still sound so weird. There, everybody does feel better. Yesterday was definitely my worst day. I couldn't, like, it was so painful. Actually, I forgot to take my pain medicine last night, and so the pain this morning was unbearable. The pain this morning was definitely the worst it's been. So, yeah, hopefully tomorrow will be going uphill instead of downhill. So if any of you are going to have this, definitely know that when you come out of surgery, that's not how you're going to feel for the rest of the time. It's going to get worse, but then it's going to get better. So, I mean, hopefully, I don't know, it's going to just stay worse. So, yeah. I'll keep you guys updated, so. It is day 5. I still sound weird. I just thought I would update you on my pain level. Today is definitely the best day out of the other ones. I definitely feel like I'm getting better, not worse. And yeah, just thought I'd update you. Right now, I'm currently watching Family Feud. Yeah, I love this show. I don't know why. And I'm playing. What's this one called? Cooking Fever, I think. So I'll update you guys in a little bit.
Bye, Bill. Bye, Bill.
What's in my purse? I'm keeping it. I'm putting your money in here.
Hi.
There's Jackson.
Hi.
Hey guys, update time, and look who I'm with. I'm with Baby Benjamin. Hi. Well, I thought I would show you that my mom and dad picked me up a slushie, which was really good, and I got some of that down. And he got me some Chinese noodles, which is like one of my favorite things ever to eat. So that was awesome. They had pizza, which was kind of, but I mean, it's whatever. I'll eat pizza soon. So, hey guys, so today is day 8. Yeah, see, I actually managed to get down some solids the last couple of days. I had some mashed potatoes and green beans, and then today I had a pancake. So yeah, it still really hurts to swallow, like solid foods, but it's getting easier. Right now it's just really, really sore. So yeah, just kind of chilling here. I'm gonna try to actually get some stuff done because I'm kind of bored of just sitting and watching TV. So I'm gonna maybe edit our video and then try to do some math. Because if you didn't know, I do stuff on my computer. So that's nice. The pain level is probably like 4. I mean, it's totally normal. Maybe touch you guys in a little bit. Okay, so today it is day 10 of stuff.
Yeah, tonsil removal.
Of tonsil removal. And this scab fell off on this side. This one hasn't fallen off yet, so it's still kind of painful to eat, but I've just been eating a lot of yogurt. So, yeah, right now we're out in our garage playing Roblox, and
It's what makes it feel better.
yeah, and I have my Gatorade here, and yeah, so, you know, stuff. Anything to say?
I think she sounds kind of different right now. Like,
Yeah, I sound weird.
She sounds, weird.
I do sound
More weird than usual.
So yeah. But I'll talk to you guys in a little bit, so bye. Hey guys, so today it is day 11 of, actually 12. It's day 12 of getting my tonsils out. And right now, me and the baby are in the car to go get Emmy from birthday party. And if you guys could have the surgery, definitely get out of the house because it gets boring after 12 days of doing nothing. So definitely get out of the house once or twice. All this. Earlier today we made Oreo milkshakes. I tried to eat some Jack's Pizza, but it was still too scratchy on my throat, so I couldn't eat that. But I've been eating other things. Yesterday I had some chicken nuggets, and that was nice. Alright? I'll talk to you guys later. Hey guys, so today it is day 15. Yesterday was day 14, and they say yesterday was supposed to be like my best day, and for sure it definitely is. So if you guys have the surgery, just pray for day 14. It's not, I'm not back to normal, but I could eat half a hamburger, and I ate like this ice cream cake. I went to my little cousin's birthday party yesterday, so I had like ice cream cake and I could eat that, but I couldn't eat my whole hamburger. It was too scratchy, but I could eat, and it wasn't the most painful thing ever. I played Ultimate Frisbee, which felt so good. If you don't know what Ultimate Frisbee is, you should Google it. It's a really fun game. And I actually got to move around and have fun. So I thought today would be my last day of vlogging because day 14 is when it gets better. And I definitely feel 100% better than I did day 1, day 2. So if you guys have the surgery, just look forward to day 14 because it will be your best day. And sorry about my hair, I just took a shower, but yeah, so I just wanted to show you this. I had this chart. I don't know if you can read this, but it says the days until Michelle gets Burger King. And if you don't know, I love Burger King fries, especially. I love Burger King fries, and yeah, I had a countdown. I've had this countdown ever since day 4, because day 4 and 5 were really bad for me, and the worst part about it was I hadn't eaten anything for those 4 days since the surgery, so I was so hungry, and the one thing I wanted so bad was Burger King fries, so I decided to make this countdown chart until I got Burger King. So I just thought I'd show you.
4 to 6 weeks later.
Guys, so it's been about 4 weeks since the surgery, and I thought I would have a sit-down chat, get real comfy with you guys, talking you through my experience, just how everything went for me overall, because I know before I had the surgery I was watching all these kinds of videos and I wanted to know when I would be able to eat again and how badly it hurt when you woke up, stuff like that. So I thought I would talk you through all the questions I had. So morning of, I had to get up at about 6:30 to get to the hospital. I was definitely nervous. The nerves definitely racked up the closer I got to the hospital, and when I got in the hospital, right away when we got there, I got checked in, and the lady, or the nurse, she gave me the hospital clothes, which she asked me a bunch of questions, just hospital questions, and then she made me pee in a cup, which was peeing in a cup. The anesthesia doctor came in, talked me through everything that was going to happen, how the anesthesia would go in, through my IV, and so he left, and then the nurse came in again, and she put in my IV, and I know a lot of people say how scared they are of needles. I didn't really know how this would feel because it, going in my hand, I was kind of nervous about that. Honestly, the only thing that hurt was she had to put the black thing goes around your arm when they take your blood pressure. She put that around. She squeezed it so tight because she had to pop out a vein. And so that was the only thing that hurt about the needle. Then the next nurse came in, and then she gave me the, I don't know if it's the drowsy medicine or the anesthesia. She didn't really tell me. She just said, okay, honey, we're going to now put in the medicine. So I'm not too sure what it was. It's kind of rude. I should know this stuff. So then I said goodbye to my mom and dad, and she just started to push my bed down the hall. And while we were going down the hall, she asked me what I like to do for fun, and okay, I don't know if this is my imagination playing tricks on me or if it was actually the medicine, but I started to get that feeling like of this. I was thinking to myself, is this just me thinking the medicine's kicking in, or am I actually feeling a little bit more drowsy? And I answered, I said, I like to play the ukulele. She said, oh, the ukulele, yeah, that's cool. And then the next thing you know, we're through the doors, and there's the anesthesia doctors there, and they put this mask over me. It smelled like metal. That's the only smell I got. I didn't really smell anything other than that. And he goes, so what do you like to do for fun? And I have this huge mask on my face, so I can't say anything. My voice was totally muffled. So the nurse said, oh, let's play ukulele. And that is all I remember. I wanted to try to stay awake as long as I could, but that is the last thing I remember. So the next thing I know, I wake up and I'm in this little room, and there's this computer, and there's a guy and a girl sitting there, and I can kind of hear them talking. They know she's awake. We should go call her parents. When I woke up, I just wanted to go back to sleep. I didn't want to wake up. I just felt kind of so drowsy. I just didn't have the energy to just fully wake up. I remember the first thing I did when I woke up was try to swallow because I wanted to know if I felt anything, and I didn't. It definitely felt weird, but it didn't hurt. Then I remember I was in and out constantly. I don't remember them wheeling me into the recovery room with my parents. I just remember waking up and my mom going, hey Michelle, you're out of recovery, how do you feel? And then the first thing I noticed is when I tried to talk. Every time I tried to talk, when you get your tonsils removed, you have scabs. It looked like a bunch of phlegm was back there, but really it was just the scabs. So whenever I tried to talk through it, I felt like I was gonna gag, and so I didn't really feel like talking that much. And then the nurse came in. When she gave me the water, I just drank it all. I was so thirsty because I hadn't been able to eat or drink after midnight that last night, and it didn't hurt to drink right away. And then the nurse asked me if I could eat anything, and she had brought me Jello, and I knew the minute I smelled that Jello that was not gonna be right with my stomach. I took a bite. Literally 30 seconds later, I'm nudging my mom, pointing at the trash can like I'm gonna puke, and the lady hands me this little tray, like, you know, this big, just one of those flat little hospital puking things, and I'm like, lady, I'm going to puke all over this bed. So I barf, and there comes the Jello, and then I'm like, I need another one because it's coming again. And then so I barf again. Sorry for the graphic details. I still don't wish for Jello 4 weeks later. So then I remember just really being in and out of it. I was so tired. Nurse asked me if I wanted to watch anything. I went for the game channel because I love the game channel, GSN, but she didn't have that channel. So I just turned on HGTV because my mom likes that show. And then I just remember like kind of falling asleep, and I'd wake up. And the weird thing about it was whenever I kind of come to, I could hear they were watching Fixer Upper, and I could hear the voices of them trying to fix up the home. They were saying something about a toilet, and then I'd fall asleep and I'd dream about a toilet, and it was weird how like they mesh. My mom told me later, when I first came out of surgery and was awake, I looked at her, and then I grabbed her hand and just stared at her ring and was trying to like take her ring off. Yeah, that was kind of weird. Then all I remember is just being super, super tired after I came out. Then the lady said, okay, we're gonna need you to stand up and see if you can walk. When I stood up, I really just wanted to fall over because I was so tired and weak. So they put me on the chair. Then she went and got the wheelchair for me. So I got my first wheelchair ride, and they took me out to the car, and then we went home. So I think once we got home, I think whatever you saw from vlog footage is like the only time I was awake. I pretty much slept. Day 2 was totally bearable. It wasn't excruciating pain at all. I thought if I have 14 days of this, I'm gonna be like a-okay, it's gonna be fine. But later that night, the anesthesia totally wore off, so all of its effect was gone. And that's when it was like, boom, this is gonna be a rough whatever amount of days. So my mom gives me the painkillers, and they do absolutely zippo zero for me. which now looking back, I'm kind of glad they didn't do anything for me because I've heard they can have some really weird effects on you. You can be like dizzy and you can become extra tired, and so I'm kind of glad they didn't work. But my mom gave me Tylenol, and that is the only thing that helped me with the pain. Day 3 and 4 are definitely going to be your worst if you're going to have this surgery. It's going to feel like it's going to get better. It's going to go like, okay, you come from the hospital, it's like, okay, I got this, and then it's going to be like, nope, you don't. It's going to be a rocky next 3 days. Day 5, 6 are gonna get a little better. It becomes more, okay, now I'm just hungry, I wanna eat something, and I'm bored. If you're gonna have this surgery, what I suggest you doing is finding a bunch of things that you're gonna wanna do. My favorite 2 things to do were play Cooking Fever and watch Family Feud. Day 6, I ate green beans, and those slid down really well. I did Oreos, which that sounds so weird. Oreos dipped in milk. Because they came so soggy, they just kind of slid down. My number 1 tip if you're going to have this surgery is stay hydrated. My mom had to push and push and push for me to drink because it did hurt right away. I would drink and it would burn. It would feel like swallowing razor blades. Before it would stop burning, I'd have to get like half water bottle down, and then if I just kept drinking, it's kind of like if you need to coat it. After you coat it once, everything slides down a little bit easier. So definitely stay hydrated. Otherwise, to get rehydrated, if that makes any sense, is gonna hurt worse than just if you can just stay hydrated. Because once I would start to drink, it wouldn't hurt as bad. Day 7 was it was a better day. I actually had a bowl of soggy Cheerios. But the weird thing about all those foods I would eat is all of it had no flavor because the anesthesia doctor told me before surgery that going in, he would have to put a breathing tube down, and he said there's a chance of getting a chipped tooth or he might cut my lip. Well, instead of those, he actually cut my tongue, and so I think that had something to do with in affecting my taste buds. Everything kind of tasted like metal. Day I could eat a real meal and it didn't hurt was day 14. My one scab fell off day 6, I think, and then this scab fell off day 12, day 11, somewhere in there, and as soon as that fell off, it was just boom, uphill from there. It would still be sore, but I could feel it just had to get tougher. It just kept eating and eating because I felt like if I just did that, it would toughen up and feel so much better. Earlier in the intro, you probably saw I said I was getting my adenoids removed. Well, I had 0 pain in my nose. I don't know if it's because my throat hurt so bad that I didn't notice. In the intro, I talked about how I couldn't sleep with my mouth closed. Well, it is amazing. I totally can sleep with my mouth closed now. Like, I can breathe through my nose. I don't know if I sound any different. You'll have to tell me in the comments below if I sound unpluggy, because I definitely feel and can breathe so much better than I did before. I'm not sure what else to tell you, but it does get better. And day 14 is one day you definitely want to look forward to. For me, it was a solid 2 weeks. I've heard for other people it's 7 days, but for me it was definitely a full 14 days. So if you have any other questions about my experience, anything, comment them down below and I'll try to respond to you. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want to see another person sitting next to me normally. And I guess I'll see you guys later. Bye!
Sorry, I ain't got no money, I'm not trying to be funny, but I left it all